Okay, we are on chapter 4 of book 11, Lions at Lunchtime. Um, Annie was just screaming for Jack, asking for help, and we made a prediction where was Annie stuck. Jack looked over the edge of the riverbank. Annie had fallen into a pool of mud near the water. The thick black mud was up to her chest. I slipped, she said. It feels like quicksand. Jack threw down his backpack and got on his knees. So she did end up going in right by the river where there was like thick mud. Be careful, said Annie. Don't slip too. Jack pointed to a tangle of old roots sticking out of the bank. Grab those, he said. Annie reached for the roots. Too far, she said, breathing hard. I'm sinking. She was sinking. The mud was up to her neck. Hold on! Jack looked around wildly. He saw a tree branch near the bank. He raced to it, picked it up, and carried it back to Annie. Only her head and arms stuck out of the mud now. Oh no, she was going down. She was only like this much now, and the rest was in the mud. And Jack held out the branch. Annie, grab it! Hold tight, said Jack. I'll drag you over to the roots. He started pulling on the branch. I'm still sinking, Annie wailed. The mud was up to her chin. Come on, said Jack. You can do it. I know you can. Try, try. Just then, Jack heard a splash. He looked up. On the other side of the wide river, a wild beast had jumped into the water. And another jumped. Then another. They were headed right toward Jack and Annie. Hold on tight, said Jack. He pulled on the stick again. Annie moved a tiny bit. Hey, Jack, on the moon, it felt like I weighed 10 pounds, said Annie. And in this mud, it feels like I weigh a ton. Concentrate, Annie, said Jack, trying not to slip down the bank. I am. The lead wild beasts were halfway across, swimming toward them. Many more wild beasts were jumping into the water. It's now or never, said Jack. He took a deep breath. He pulled really hard. Just then, A shadow passed over them. Jack looked up. Uh-oh, he said. A huge vulture circled overhead. It thinks you're near the end, said Jack. Oh, get out of here, Annie shouted at the vulture. I'm fine. In a burst of fury, she let go of the branch. She lunged for the roots. She grabbed them. Yes, cried Jack. Pull, pull. Slowly, Annie pulled herself out. She was covered with the black mud from head to toe. Jack helped her onto the bank, getting mud all over himself. See? Annie shook her fist at the vulture. I'm fine. Now beat it. But the giant ugly bird still circled. Come on, let's get away from him, said Jack. He pushed his glasses into place. Rats, he said. Now his glasses were muddy. He tried to clean his hands in the grass. Oh no, shouted Annie. Jack turned to her. The wild beast will get stuck in the mud hole, she cried. She waved her arms at the wild beast, struggling to swim across the river. Not here, she shouted. Not here. But the frantic swimmers kept coming. And that is the end of chapter 4. You're going to make a prediction. What is going to happen to the wild beast? Are they going to get stuck in the mud also? Or is Jack and Annie going to help them? My prediction is that the wild beasts are going to get out of the mud. They won't get in it, they'll be safe.